What's up, guys? Welcome to Team Out of the Tank. This is Doug here, and today we're going to be looking at a deck that is budget. It has just one rare, and I really do love it. It is a Luris Sack, or Aristocrats if you will. It has 400 Witness, 4 Cauldron, 4 Serrated Scorpion, which when he dies he gets a 1/1. When he dies he can come back by sacking the food, and when he dies he deals 2 damage and gains 2 life. Now, what you do when these creatures die? Well, Cruel Celebrant deals 1 damage, you gain 1 life, and you can bring them back with Luris. And that's pretty much this whole point of the deck. Lazarus Weaver gives you extra creatures. Temerret's a good 1 jump blocker. Corpse Knight whenever a creature comes into the board. So whenever you draw a card or whenever you play him from your graveyard with Luris, you just keep dealing damage. Adrenal's Enforcer is a good 2 drop for 2/3. He does give legendary humans, but we don't have any, so that doesn't bother us. I mean, that doesn't affect us. But we do pay 4 mana, exile a card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. If your opponent's swinging for a game, you can exile a card from your graveyard as well. So keep that in mind. Agonizing Remorse, 2 of, and just for the control decks, or if they're playing something like a combo deck and you know it, you can just take it out of the hand without having to wait for game 2. 4 Dire Tactics, because blockers are really a big threat, especially with the new cards coming in. And 2 Call the Death Dwellers. The deck runs 22 lands, as our highest drop is 3. And we do get to play the Call the Death Dweller because Luris effect says each permanent spell with converted mana costs 2 or less. This ain't a permanent spell. Alright, it looks like we found an opponent, Quantum Dot. And we go first. So we're gonna keep this Lazarus Weaver, Serrated Scorpion, 3 lands, 1 swamp, 2 plains. 1 swamp, 2 plains. And we always have the Luris technically in hand because he is our companion. So we're gonna go Serrated Scorpion and pass a turn. Cool. Our opponent goes Rogrin Trio. We're gonna go plains. So he's playing Jeskai Control. So we're gonna really want to end this game as soon as possible. He goes Hollow Fountains tapped, and we are getting flooded right now. And turn. I don't want to go Luris because if he has a hard removal like an Exile, we do not get it back. We don't run any other copies in the deck. He goes another Trio. So here we're going to go Cruel Celebrant. Unless he has a counter. He does not, thankfully. Attack with everything. So he fires Prophecy. That's fine. He takes 1. We gain 1. He goes to bury the Time Raveler. That's cool with us. That's cool. He's gonna return the token.
Might be a bad idea.
And he plays this Steam Vents tapped. We just keep getting lands for some odd reason. So we're gonna swing, and at this point of the game, I'm pretty sure we have lost control. We're not getting any other cards than lands. We could run Castle Lockpoint, but then again, this is a budget build, so the only rare we have is Luris. So he goes Narset, he adds a Shadow of the Sky, which is perfect for us. We're gonna save that Corpse Knight, we're gonna play that. We're gonna swing this to the Narset, 1 to you. So if he Narsets again, it will die. We're not gonna play the Luris, we see he has a Shadow of the Sky. If he doesn't use it, then we can go Corpse Knight and Luris. Yeah, he wants us to play it. You can see he's hovering over cards. He goes to Fairy. He pluses 1. He pays for the Hollow Fountain, so that tells me he has a Absorb. So we're gonna go Corpse Knight. We're gonna make him cast that Shadow of the Sky. He doesn't have the mana for it, so General's Enforcer, swing for 2 at him. Oh, he missed with the speeds. That's fine. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh, excuse me. So we're gonna attack 2 at him. Bring him down to 6. If he shatters this guy, he loses 2 life because serrated.
That's more like it.
He did not shatter this guy. Alright, so here we're just going to attack with everything. He shatters this guy now. He loses, what is he down to 4? He has 2 mana untapped, so he could have a Dovin's Veto. So let's go Loris. We're gonna then go Corpse Knight. Hopefully he doesn't have a Elspeth Conquers Death. That's fine. We have Call of the Death Dweller. Yeah, Teferi does that. I forgot. Alright, so he returns it to hand, he draws a card. He's gonna search for another set. No, he's not. Corpse Knight. Call the Death Dweller. We're gonna get the Lazatep Reaver. We're gonna get the Serrated Scorpion, deal 3 damage. Put a Death Touch counter on Lazatep Reaver, Menace counter on the Scorpion. Hunted Witness, and that's game. So yeah, you always want to hold off your spells. You never want to just go for the aggro, because if they counter it, you're screwed. But as you saw, he kept tapping out to deal with our 1/2 card responses. So that put him behind. It didn't put him behind, it just didn't leave him mana to play with, and the less mana he plays with, the more fun we have. Alright, so our opponent goes first. Hey, we're playing 2 Luris decks? Look at that. We got a Scoured Barrens, Plains, Swamp, 100 Witness, Corp Knights, Coastal LeBron, Generals, and Forces. We're going to keep this, obviously. Hello. Alright, so we're going to go Corpse Knight. Oh, he plays a Mountain Witch's Oven. So this is a Rakdos one. Scoured Barrens, pass turn. We could play Mayhem Devil, but the thing about Rakdos is that you need cards like that. So here we're just going to sack the Hunted Witness. Yeah, we don't care for it. So we're going to go Swamp, Corpse Knight, and then pass turn. Next turn we can go Cruel Celebron with the Scoured Barrens, and then just deal 2 damage with the attack and 1 damage with the creature. Our opponent claims their firstborn, and he's going to sack it with the Witch's Oven because this is a broken card. You don't understand how broken this card is, but sure. Our opponent goes Serrated Scorpion. He then goes Fabled Passage. Is he going to crack it? He cracks it. So the fun thing about Luris is that he can bring back the Croxa. That is actually pretty amazing. So we're gonna go Cruel Celebrant here. Hopefully he does not have another Claim the Firstborn, because if he does, I will right now tell you, I would probably cry a little bit because I hate Claim the Firstborn so much. So our opponent goes Luris, has no targets for it. So here we can Dire Tactics it. And even if he does sack it, that's fine with us. Let's see here. He's gonna attack. He's gonna attack. He's not gonna attack. Alright, so here we're gonna go Oven, Serrated Scorpion, Witch's Oven. I want him to Witch's Oven the Serrated Scorpion, because then it gets to exile. So we're gonna pass the turn. Witch's Oven, Witch's Oven, Witch's Oven. No, he didn't do it, not yet. So he's gonna cast a Croxa from grave. And what we're gonna get rid of is the General's Enforcer. We want to keep the Dire Tactics in hand. If we exile his Luris, then that means he does not have another one in deck because of the companion effect, and we will have the upper hand on him. So our opponent goes Croxa from grave. That's fine with us. It makes us discard. Resolve. We discard Enforcer. Resolve. Sure. You should have gone Croxa. Pass. He's realizing that if he attacks with the Luris, we can chump block. Alright, so here we're gonna sack our Serrated Scorpion. We gain 2, we deal 2. Then we gain 1 and we deal 1. Alright, I'm just gonna kill the Luris. If he does sack it for Witch's Oven, it's fine. I don't think he has... I'm assuming he doesn't have a way of bringing it back. But the Priest of Forgotten Gods will start hitting us for more. So here we're going to go Luris. We're going to grab Serrated Scorpion. We are not going to attack because that would just kill our Cruel Celebrant. And we kind of want her on the board right now. So our opponent can go Croxa. Like just straight up cast it from grave. Oh no, he needs one more card in grave, but he can easily sack a creature for that. So if he has a small creature, like I guess Whisper Squad. So 1 mana, pay 2, put it into your battlefield tapped in. It just comes into the battlefield? That's so cool. He's gonna search, that's cool. So then he can Priest of the Forgotten Gods and start sacking 2 other cards and still have a Whisper Squad on board. Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing about Priest of Forgotten Gods. You can't, you can only sack it once, and you choose your creatures, I choose my creatures. Resolve. Resolve. Sack a creature, sure. Our opponent goes Cauldron Familiar. Yeah, that's cool. If we get our Cauldron Familiar, ours would do more for the fact of Cruel Celebrant. And he goes another Priest of Forgotten Gods. You gonna sack it? This might be a card you can probably tech in. Resolve. 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 Pass. My turn. Alright, so we did get our Cauldron Familiar. We should have gone Corpse Knight. Yeah, we can go Corpse Knight still. We're done for the turn, but Priest can sack twice. His Whisper Squad can come in and make a sack again. We don't mind trading the Cauldron and the Corpse Knight. Croxa is going to come in and deal 3 damage to us if he decides to play it. But as of right now, I kind of see us having the upper hand because of Cruel Celebrant and Cauldron Familiar. So our opponent does go Croxa, so he's tapping out. Oh well, he still has Priest. That's fine. Yeah, we take 3, that's cool. So you can priest. Well, it's gonna be hard because whenever the priest sacrifices 2 other creatures, so you're gonna have to either get rid of priest or Whisper Squad and Cauldron. But you don't want to get rid of Whisper because you have 2 more in your deck that you can bring out. And he just straight up did, yeah. Alright, so here's how it's gonna go. Sacrifice a creature. He takes a life, we gain a life. He plays Castle Lock Twain. He goes another Priest of the Forgotten Gods. He goes another Witch's Oven. Jeez. He's gonna go Cauldron Familiar. That's fine with us. We're gonna then go... Sure. 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 So here we're gonna Cauldron Familiar ours. Sack, gain a life. We gain we deal 1 damage because of the Corpse Knight. So this is gonna be a long and grindy game. We're gonna then Oven, get rid of our Cauldron Familiar. So the thing about it is that we're gonna get the food token immediately. So if you try to Priest of the Forgotten Gods, we can still get that Cauldron Familiar back. So we're gonna bring it in, submit 1. Deal 1 damage, gain a life. So as you can see, he's taking more damage than we are from his Cauldron Familiars. We drew a land. It doesn't matter if we hold it because of the Croxa. So here we're gonna go General's Enforcer and just start sacking stuff from his grave like the Luris. And we're gonna play the Swamp. Pass turn. And this is the beauty of it. General's Enforcer sacks to get rid of a creature. Sure. 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 So the reason we didn't General Enforcer his cat is because he had another one in there, so you can still like chain the effect. One thing to note is his Croxa does not have trample, so we can chump block with the Cauldron. We will take 3 damage, and that's fine with us. But we can gain all that life back with the Cruel Celebrant and the Cauldron. What are you planning here, buddy? So he sacrifices the 2 Cauldron Familiar and the Priest. So we're gonna pay the 4 mana, get rid of the Luris, create a 1/1 Human Soldier, sack that, and thanks to Cruel Celebrant's effect, it doesn't matter if it's non-token or not, we can get rid of the token and still trigger her effects. Our opponent is probably going to Castle Lock Twain, draw a card. Thanks to him sacking, we can always have creatures for us to exile for General Enforcer's effect. Yeah, he's gonna attack with the Croxa. We're gonna chump block. Pass, block, block. Gonna sack it. Deal 1 damage, gain 1 life. We go back up to 13. And even if he does Priest of Forgotten Gods and we have to sack a different card, it still works out for us because of the Luris. So he's gonna probably trigger off all his cauldrons. You never want to do it on your turn unless you know you have the game, because if you tap both of these out and I kill your cat and then exile your graveyard, you have no way of bringing it back. You have a response for it? Oh, okay, that's fine. Using a Castle Lock Lane, go down to 9. And he has 1 mana available. It's our turn. So we're gonna go Swamp, obviously. We're gonna go Serrated Scorpion. Gain a deal 1 damage. He has 2 cards available. So we have the Serrated Scorpion for the chump block. So here is what we are gonna do. Attack and attack. Next. Now I'm thinking about it. Could we have 1 and we attack with everything? No. If he has a shock, that would really hurt. But he would have casted the shock by now. Next. We take the damage. We're gonna end the turn there. And once again, he has 2 creatures for us to sack for, exile with General Enforcers and get the effect off of. And our opponent scoops. So this is the ideal way of what you want your board state to be, especially against a lot of small aggro decks that you can just keep chumping unless they have Embercleave. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you want to see different type of decks, put it down in the comment section below. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let us know. Don't forget to subscribe, and you guys have a nice day.